Positivism is a methodological approach to research in society that was developed, amongst others, by Emil Durkheim. Positivism approaches the study of society in a systematic and scientific way, and the argument of early positivists was that individuals could be studied in a similar way to the natural sciences because behaviours could be observed and recorded in a scientific way. These behaviours, or social facts, could be measured and quantified to allow researchers to study cause and effect relationships between social institutions and individuals in society. By using a scientific approach, sociologists would be able to test theories through repeating research and checking the findings to make sure that they were consistent with sociological theories of behaviour. One of the key ideas of positivism is that society is shaped by social institutions, and that these institutions, things like education, family, religion, work, shape the behaviour of individuals. Positivists therefore take a more structural view of society, looking at the bigger picture rather than the interactions between individuals. Positivism is a form of macro-sociology, concerned with the impact of social forces and how these shape individual behaviours. As a consequence, positivists generally look to collect quantitative data, that is data in numerical form, because they see it as being more objective and scientific, rather than relying upon a researcher's interpretation of events. By doing so, they believe that society can be studied in the same way as the natural sciences, and that sociology can be used to predict social behaviours. As positivists prefer objectivity, they tend to select methods that will provide researchers with quantitative data that can be analysed and trends established and predictions made. As they view the scientific method as key, they use both lab and field experiments in their research. Both of these methods can provide causal relationships between factors, although to differing degrees based upon the control over variables. Lab experiments have more control, while field experiments are more open to being influenced by external variables. Another method used by positivists is the comparative method. This involves comparing data, usually official statistics, over time, different locations and different social groups to analyse trends and patterns in behaviour. The most notable example of this was Durkheim's research into suicide across Western Europe in the late 19th century. Other methods used by positivists are surveys, but surveys that have a more rigid structure such as closed questionnaires and structured interviews. This is because these methods can be easily quantified and replicated, which gives them more reliability. Finally, positivists would prefer non-participant observations, as they are more detached than participant observations and behaviours can be observed from a distance without researcher interference.